Good morning, YouTube. I'm sure that my voice is extra grisly as I am out of bed early on a Saturday to bring you the live finish to the Uesugi Domination campaign. What's funny is that I think so many of you have been asking for this all week, and I've been wanting to say, don't worry, I've got it handled. I got a plan. I could tell that many of you were very excited and concerned that it hadn't been released yet, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it, and my plan was originally to release it today in a live broadcast, so here we are, and I will get it started in just a second. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes for a few people to join in. I do have some exciting news. As soon as this live broadcast is over, which is scheduled to be over at 10, maybe that's when it ends, maybe it ends sooner, maybe it ends a little later, I don't know. On my channel, scheduled to release, already uploaded, is some footage of the Rome 2 Total War prologue campaign that I got to play while I was at the Creative Assembly in England, or Great Britain. So if you want to see some Rome 2 footage, exclusive footage that you've never seen before, then stick around as soon as this broadcast is over, and you will get to see some exclusive Rome 2 footage. It is going to be pretty sweet, a little bit of a preview. It is me performing a large siege battle, but it's not a siege battle from land. I'm actually landing a naval force of Roman troops to take a rebel city. And there was quite a few defenders there, so hopefully you all will enjoy that. I'm just signing into, give me just a second, I'm signing into my YouTube account on my phone so that I can watch your comments while this is going on, so give me just a moment. And like I said, we're going to be letting some other people join in anyway, so this will kind of give them a second. I'm almost there anyway. And the reason I want your comments is so that you all can tell me how the audio is and everything before I get started, audio and video. Make sure it's okay. Yep, the event is streaming. Just once. Come on. Alright, I should be in. Let the page get loaded here. Alright, I am loaded in to where I can see your comments. So, like I said, let me know how the audio and video is. Drop a comment there, and otherwise I'm going to go ahead and start loading up the campaign. YouTube. I haven't moved all my save files over from my old computer yet. I still need to do it. Yeah, so 10 a.m. my time, which is 4 p.m. London time, or UTC. That is when the Rome 2 footage releases. So keep an eye out for that. Tell your friends, tell anybody who's interested. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to. I'm not going to be one of those guys like, you have to watch it. But I'm thinking you're going to enjoy it. And part of the reason I'm saying that, folks, is because I just played the prologue campaign, and it is unbelievable. Unbelievably awesome. So I'm so ridiculously psyched. And so what was the cool thing is I got to play Rome 2 before it released, of course, in the prologue campaign. But the sad thing is that means that now you've played it, you know how good it is, and now I can't play it for a while, which is really frustrating. So I am really looking forward to the game releasing. And I'm not certain of this yet, but I'm going to give you all another, hopefully positive announcement here, and that is, yes, I still have to go work the day that Rome 2 releases. However, my flight doesn't leave until about noon, which means that I don't have to leave the house until, 10 or so. So I'm actually thinking about getting up early that day that Rome 2 releases and doing a live stream to give you a quick review. Like, I'll just start up the game, show you the intro screen, show you the options, show you who you can play campaign as, maybe run through a historical battle, and maybe just run through whatever I can while I have time. That'll be the only broadcast I get to give you because I won't have access to a good enough computer. But I might be able to at least give you a Rome 2 video rather than no Rome 2 videos for that week-long period while I'm going to be out working. So tell me what you think if you'd be interested in such a thing. Again, I can't guarantee it at this point, but I'm going to try to do it. Alright, let's get back to the old campaign here. It looks like we were, of course, in a full-blown push. All we've got to do is finish off Hansu, Shikoku, And then I believe Kenshin was on a boat. He is right here. He is on the way to Kyushu in order to go siege Satsuma and to take it from the Shimazu. So I'm hoping to do a multi-pronged attack here. Let's check out our movement points. So it looks like we're ready to keep moving. And I'm going to take this army down here, of course, to face the Hattori. I just wanted to capture this province. I didn't have anything behind me. And as always, I'm going to... Wow, man, the recruitment cost of Yori-Ashigaru there is only 80. Talk about a deal. And it looks like we are under siege from a large Chosokabe army here. We are going to come out and fight them. I'm not going to let them keep me under siege. I guess I could, but there's really no sense on it. I can upgrade this monk here as well. Let's see, zeal when converting characters and inciting unrest, or zeal when converting provinces. I'm going to take the provinces. That may be handy. I'm not sure if the Shimazu are Christian or if they stayed Buddhist, so it's hard for me to tell. +1 to escape when unsuccessful action. Inspiring towns, that might be helpful. Converting characters would also be helpful. I'll put one in each. Okay. Let's check out our agents real quick and make sure I'm not forgetting to upgrade anybody. Yeah, I sure am. Not that it really matters at this point. I mean, I'm totally going to win, but oh well. I guess we can try to be thorough. Alright. And a ninja here. Sabotaging assassin. Sounds good. Alright. I think we're set. We are set. Alright, so let's think here. I'm going to go ahead and make a push with these armies, and then we'll fight the Chosokabe at the end of the turn. Okay, so let's just, yep, there's some Chosokabe troops cowering in the woods. We'll help them to end their indignity. And check them out, they're like, please, don't kill us. Oh, that's great. Cowering. Bunch of cowards. Can't say I blame them for being scared, though. We're going to keep sailing with Kenshin. And I want to make sure that I choose the right path so that I don't suffer high seas attrition, because that would be quite bad. I have no idea what I'm taking Kenshin to land him into. Hopefully he does not get killed. The Shimazu could potentially have access to some very potent forces, since they have that, let's see what we got here. They got a lot of bow samurai, but their infantry stinks, and I'm thinking that my monks, and even this samurai retainer is going to have no problem steamrolling, plus my Yori-Ashigaru are going to have way higher morale. And I've got cavalry, so this ought to be a pretty smooth battle, I hope. But who knows, maybe the AI could surprise you. I was playing some Rise of the Samurai campaign for fun just last night, and just for a few minutes, and I was playing some Taira campaign, which is actually, you know, I gave the Rise of the Samurai campaign a pretty hard rap when I first played it, because I didn't understand it. I've actually gone back playing it a few times, and it's pretty fun. And the reason it's fun, I think, is just the way the agents work and stuff, and the what do you call it, the replenishment rates were really slow. However, I figured out pretty quick that if you build roads, pick the right retainers for your general and some other stuff, it can actually fix it to where it's not a big deal. So let's get the deployment started here. Alright. That is one big line of Yori-Ashigaru. I'm not sure I'm going to leave it that way, though. Let's get all these units here. I'm going to put my bows up front, of course, to do the skirmishing. I'll just take 4 Yori-Ashigaru and put them here as a whoops. Guess I actually ought to click the right buttons. I've heard some of you saying that you don't like the way the unit cards look in Rome 2. Maybe it's just a personal preference thing, but, you know, like I said, I just played quite a bit of prologue campaign over there, and the Battle of the Nile stuff. I actually really like the unit cards. I think they're easier to identify than the ones on Shogun 2. And the reason being for that is because the ones on Shogun 2 are very detailed, So really, for me, the problem that causes is that, really? Where's my other ones? There they are. Okay, I guess I did it not quite the way I want. The ones on Shogun 2 are so detailed. They look cool, don't get me wrong, but they're so detailed that it actually gets to be hard to identify in the heat of battle. Whereas the ones on Rome 2 are simpler. They don't have like an actual detailed portrait. It's just more of a symbol. And for me, I found them way easier to use during the battle. Again, maybe it's just a preference thing, but I'm just saying don't be too harsh until you've gotten a chance to try it for yourself. So I actually enjoyed it. And then I don't know if you all saw it or not, they put up a multiplayer video for Rome 2. I know that was some information that some of you all badly wanted. It sounds like they're going to have a quick match system, which is going to be the ranked games. I don't know, of course, all the details yet, like if they're going to have a matchmaker or whatever else, but it sounds like quick match is kind of your matchmaking function. I'm actually going to set up right here in this choke point, and I'll just pull back and try and pull the enemy through this choke point. Here, let's get some arrow view. Oh, we just missed it. Here we go. Oh, I think my cavalry's getting shot at. Nice. Got a hit too. Yeah, my ERA cab just took a pretty good pummeling because of my sitting there watching the beauty of the game, but that's okay. I can afford to make a few mistakes, I think, at this point in the campaign, since I have such a high, such a large amount of power. Okay, we're just going to pull back a little, lure these guys forward a little more. I think I'm actually going to hit these Katana Samurai with a charge real quick to disrupt them. Enemy bows are bringing up the rear. I'll take my Samurai Retainers and Cavalry around the back. Yeah, I'm going to get a nice clean charge on the General here. Or, oh no, I just clicked the movement order. I forgot to click the charge. Whoops. Brilliant air. Can you all tell it's morning? Because I can. Okay, I'm going to wait just a minute until... Wow, I'm getting a lot of these troops heading right around my flank, looking to get a hold of my cav. Alright, we're going to go straight after these guys here. I'm going to send a couple of my monks straight in here. I'm not going to have Warcry yet, but I can use these cav to come and enact a hammer and anvil strike. There we go. Up front, my guy's going to have an easy time. We'll just make it a little bit harder still. Unit routed before I can hammer and anvil them. My Samurai Retainers, it doesn't matter if they get killed, because all they're going to do is just help me take out the enemy archers. Alright, we just got a sweet hammer and anvil destruction there. Okay, let's watch the charge of these warrior monks from the first person as soon as I click an attack order here. That'll be fun. Here we go. Get some first person Naginata action. Go for the groin. Wow. Look at that guy screaming right in the screen. Oh man. I love this new computer. Get him. This guy must be rolling around. Yeah, okay, they've routed. Okay, I'll go in here because I'm guessing my cav and stuff's probably... Oh gosh. Yeah, there's spears coming in at me. Alright. Some of their troops. Oh, they have fire bombs. How cool is that? I'm actually going to ignore the fire bombs for just a minute. Oh, okay. There we go. I said I was going to ignore them. Look at them throwing their bombs in and killing my men.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay. Alright, it looks like that's going to end up being a pretty plain victory for me. Pretty sloppily fought, but like I said, I can afford the losses. It's not like I'm playing on some ridiculous setting here. And that's actually part of the reason why I don't like playing on the ridiculous setting. Some of y'all are like, it makes more of a challenge. You're right. I mean, it makes more of a challenge in some ways. I actually watch people's legendary campaigns. Like, I've watched some of Valoon's legendary campaigns, and the guy has got amazing patience. I know some of you don't like him. That's fine. I'm not telling you have to go watch him. But if you do like him, that's great. And if you're wondering what it's like to play legendary campaign, he's one of the people who does it, and I think who does it well in the sense that he's got a lot of patience, and that's the only way to play legendary. And you have to do every move right, which is interesting in some respects, but at the same time, like I don't watch his videos because I find the legendary entertaining. I find it interesting to see how he deals with it. Whereas my goal here is to put out a video that's hopefully entertaining. And to be honest, it's pretty hard for me to entertain you at my skill level while also trying to beat a legendary campaign. So that's why I don't do it. Now on Rome 2 and stuff, I am going to be trying to. I'll up the ante a little on the difficulty and all that kind of stuff. Once the game comes out, we'll kind of figure it out. But all I'm telling y'all is that I understand that some of you want to see me play it that way. There's reasons why I don't. But at the same time, I'm not saying I'm never going to change the way I play it, because obviously I like to continually bring you entertainment, and I will try and find ways in which I can consistently improve that or bring you something different. So if you are one of those people that wants to see me playing something on harder, don't lose hope. You probably will see me do it eventually. So just be patient. I'm going to go back and actually spend all this money that I've got. I mean, I might as well go back building buildings and such. Mostly economic buildings is all I'm interested in, so that's what I'll be doing. Roads and all that business. Okay, looks like we've spent my money. Alright, so we defeated the Chozokabe. Good shape there. We're in good shape all over the map. We've used all our movement, so let's go ahead and end the turn. See if any Shimazu. Oh! Got my monk. Crap. I forgot to take it with my army, and he sure enough got my monk. You sorry piece of Metsuke. Wow, another Chozo. Whoa! 2 full stack Chozokabe armies. So apparently the Chozokabe were not finished. They've even got some Chozokabe bow warrior monks here. More firebomb throwers. Look how many bow samurai they have in this army. That's a good reason for having Yari Cab right there. They've even got a few of their own light cab. Look at the number of archers in this army. I mean, that is insane. So we're going to obviously probably put a Yari wall in the center just to hold up their Yari, and then my Katana Samurai are going to go straight around and straight for their bows, and they'll probably take like half casualties even with that happening, because that is a lot of bows. Good gravy. But hey, they're the Chozokabe, and that's probably the way they should be fighting, since that's where they get all their bonuses from. Alright, come on. Yeah, so like I said, you all get to see some of the footage of the prologue campaign. I watched the CA video where they did the multiplayer as well, and I saw comments from a lot of the people that I'm used to seeing in my videos, so I know that a lot of you watched it as well. Obviously, I think that we've got good things to expect from Rome 2 in the multiplayer department. I know that a lot of people are worried because they haven't released a whole lot of information, and it's not like they gave me any special information when I was there. But I mean, I'm just making a logical assumption here, and I'm pretty sure that it would be correct. So just on basis of logic, I can imagine that the multiplayer piece of the game. Sorry, I'm gonna get some water. I can imagine the multiplayer piece of the game is a particularly challenging piece of the game to make, because if you think about it, you've got to have everything balanced, and it's got to be playable, and you got to find a way to engage both old and newer players to the series. Not exactly easy to make. The campaign is probably a little bit easier to create. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong in all facets. I have no idea. But I'm just saying that I would not be surprised were that the case, and if that is the case, then it would explain why they don't have a lot of news, because it's probably the it's probably the last piece of the game that they feel comfortable giving you information about, because you can imagine if you were a developer, would you want to give out information about an unfinished product? Well, absolutely not, because you know the first thing that happened on YouTube is you'd release it and people would be like, oh my gosh, this sucks, how could you do this? You know, it'd just be a constant spam of comments. That's, I'm assuming, the reason why they do no such thing. Well, the AI is just making an all-out run for me here. That's going to be both good and bad. I'm going to click. Whoa, gosh. Got a very zealous Chosokabe light cavalry here that desires to die first. There's a lot of bow fire being exchanged. And I'm going to immediately come around the flank here. Get these cav out. Get back in line, dummies. Okay. Get my general in to stand and fight. I have got to get around and knock out these archers because those guys are going to be raining down a lot of pain on me. Got a light cav behind my lines over here, but that's okay. I'll just set that Yari Eshigari to chase. Look at these Katana Samurai already down 60 men, just trying to get to the bows. The same thing over here. So we'll hit these guys on the flank. This is a lot of bows. Their infantry's not going to be any problem. My Yari Eshigari will chew those guys to pieces. I'm going to take my bows out of fire at will because I'm going to be taking enough bow damage without taking friendly fire. Got my Katana Samurai. Whoa, gosh. These Katana Samurai just got a welcome. I keep forgetting they have the firebomb throwers. I'm just going to pull through these bow samurai here. Hit this blob in the back. No, air doesn't have any qualms. Look at this. My Katana Samurai are going to get killed. The AI actually hammer and anvil charged me with their light cav. Well, good for them. Glad to see him do something right. And then they hammer and anviled me here with their general. Well, it's good to see the AI at least putting up a fight, though. Nevertheless, I am still going to kill them. Hopefully I don't lose my Katana Samurai. I very well could, though. Yeah, I'm definitely going to chase down this routing blob of men and archers.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Yep, my Katana Samurai just routed there. Shattered. We're getting a lot of kills on the Chosokabe here, though. Alright, so we managed to obtain a victory there, but I mean, as you can see, those archers, they got to work their magic for the short time that they were alive, and those firebomb throwers are kind of fun, too. Maybe I should get me some of those for entertainment's sake. I think I've got a siege workshop built somewhere. I'll say one thing, at least the AI brought a big old army and tried to give me a tougher fight there, and the firebomb throws were a nice touch. Maybe they're trying to help me get better filming and make my men die in a more honorable fashion for Patchy, because really, you haven't died for Patchy unless you've died some ridiculous death, you know, where, for instance, I miss-micro you and you get killed from something like that. That's your typical kind of Patchy death. Oh, look, they finally attacked my trade ships back here. Oh, well. I honestly don't care. I can't be making any real money off of that trade node since I don't have any trade partners. And then they took it. They're like, please, we need the money. I honestly don't care if they have it. It's not a big deal to me. They won't have it for long because the Hattori are very near to being extinct. I think they've only got like 2 or 3 provinces left. Oh, that reminds me, we need to recruit a new monk as well. Had an army demoralized. I forgot that army I was just using didn't have a monk in it too. Okay, Monopoly, whatever. Alright, yeah, so my guy was executed here, which is bad. Not exactly what I wanted to happen. I wanted to say that I was moving some agents this direction. I am. Here's a ninja, so hopefully he can take out... this Metsuke must be a... Yeah, look at that, 4-star Metsuke. Because all of my monks were pretty tough, so it doesn't surprise me that this guy got me. And I probably don't honestly have a real great chance at taking this guy out, but here's to hoping. I've seen this before. I'm guessing my guy ends up getting executed in this particular video. But hey, you know the sad thing is this bloke always gets killed. I mean, poor guy. No matter whether you win or fail, the sucker guard always gets killed and corpse dragged. Alright, ninja. Look at him. Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Oh, golly. This just goes back to the old saying that white ninjas can't jump. So... Ah, sweet. Caltrops. Good plan. Well, enjoy the tetanus. That Metsuke is no doubt going to get my ninja on the next turn as well. So, let's see. I'm going to need another monk. And I can recruit him here in Kyoto, and I will move him over to that area. I've got a navy here who can transport him. Alright. This army, though, I'm going to want to move back into my territory and let it recoup some of its losses, because these Katana Samurai here are almost dead. And with that kind of defeat, the Chozo-Kabe are going to be reeling somewhat. And it looks like there's another Chozo-Kabe army here. This one doesn't seem to be quite as good, but it's got a family member in it who's got 3 command stars. He is the commissioner for finance. So let's give him a little business schooling here. I will teach him the cost of pain and suffering. Oh, which is an expensive lesson, to be sure. Man, the Chozo-Kabe are really keeping this thing alive. The Hattori have kind of rolled over and died, but what does this make? This makes the 3rd full-stack Chozo-Kabe army that I've fought in like the last couple of turns. So, and I don't remember the armies that I fought from them previously. I don't think I've met any stiff resistance until that point. But they don't have a whole lot of provinces left either, so I would think that, well, they do get some some cheating as far as AI is concerned, which is fine, because, you know, I'd rather be fighting against these big armies. It's certainly more entertaining for you and more challenging for me. So let's see. I do not want to fight in this big defile out here in the center, so we're going to pull back, and once again I'm just going to create a big long spear line, and that's so that I can just so I can meet the enemy head on and just get my monks out around the flanks to go after their archers, because my Yari won't have any trouble taking out these guys. I need to check all my armies and make sure I got monks in all my armies too. I can't remember if I do, because it certainly gives you a huge edge. And I'm going to have to wait a few turns and let some of these monks retrain. Let's see, nowhere to hide my cav, so I'll just put them back here. Leave them out so I can move these folks in a group here. Alright. I'm assuming the AI is going to move to attack me. Usually when they have a pretty considerable force like they do, that's not the best ground for them to attack me on. That's a little more flat. We'll take that. I don't want to give them a hill advantage inadvertently. And I'll just hide these cav in the woods. And we'll see if they're going to attack me. It looks like they are. They've already got some light cav peeling off this direction. 3 generals, bodyguards. They could camp on the hill, but I don't think they're going to. I think they have enough force that they're going to come all out. Yep, this light cab's going to make a charge. And just so you all know, I haven't seen a general on Rome 2 charge straight into my spears. So maybe some good news that y'all are wanting to hear. But yeah, no general charging straight into my spears. Oh wow, the Yari got absolutely pummeled by that light cav. They've got to be proud of that. They inflicted 25 losses. It's probably because I didn't quite have them into spear wall. Was a little bit late. Okay, come out of spear wall there, friends. They're dead. It's all over. Alright, so enemy light cav sacrificed itself, which is good. I didn't have to go engage it with my own cavalry and take any losses. Let's see if the rest of the AI army camps or if it comes to assault me. Sometimes when they finish their move, they'll keep moving forward. Okay, now they're going to camp. Considering that I attack them, that's definitely the smarter move. They have no reason to come down and attack me, but like I said, sometimes they will. And here's the best way to get them, in my opinion. I'm going to pull this Yari Cav up here, and I'm going to start luring them out to be slain. Usually the enemy gets pretty upset when you make charge gestures or flanking gestures, and they will come after you, which is what I'm going to attempt to get them to do. And basically I'll just try and draw them down towards my bows and spears so that I don't have to literally assault them on this hill. Even though I could beat them, I don't want to take all the archer damage because it would be considerable. It makes me wonder if they have any spears. Yeah, they do. Okay, so their archers are fairly well protected by spears. So what I'm going to do is scoot up until the enemy archers take a shot at me, and then I'll just dodge their arrows. And once I start to move back out of their range, so yeah, I'm just going to run around like an idiot. This should get their attention. Oh yeah, dodge, 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 dodge. There we go. Ooh, a few of those still got me, but we dodged most of them. So yeah, you can totally dodge arrows with your cav if you're wily enough. Usually helps to keep your men in kind of a blocky formation so they can turn on a dime. And if you just keep running your cav around like this, it's a little too much for the AI to resist. Ooh, as they get closer though, of course it's easier for their arrows to catch you. And you always want to kind of just give an order in the opposite direction. Oh, that was a little late on that one. I think we've lured them to where they will go ahead and come on up within range of my own archers. They have a superior skirmishing force, so they could totally win this if they wanted, but they may choose to fire at my infantry or something and give me a chance to knock out some other archers. Also, look, they've left themselves without good spear support with these two units. So this is the way in which you can lure down the AI piecemeal and take them out that way. Okay, I'm not going to sit around in a melee fight with those bow samurai because the other archers will move up and start shooting me too. I just want the shock value so that I can get them routed. It will definitely cost me some Yari Cav, but overall this is worth it for my army. If my Yari Cav suffer a little, the rest of my army is going to take way fewer losses. So as you can see, the AI is very vengeful and doesn't take kindly to being charged. Okay, you all have wasted enough ammo. I'm going to finish these guys with my cav. I'm actually going to click a charge on the unit behind them. Look, they're going to move up and start firing at my my Yari Ashigar. I'm surprised they're not going for my monks. I clicked a charge order on the unit behind them, which is a little bit cheap, but it usually gives you a devastating blow on the unit in front. There we go. And I imagine there could be some arrows. Yep. The AI is sending up. Wow, those bow samurai are still alive. Chosokabe bow samurai are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, let's lure down some more archers. Looks like we got some bow ashigaru coming down. And we probably have to do some maneuvering here. Alright. Okay, that should pretty well dodge that volley. Wow, their arrows follow you. I wish my arrows did that. It may be because they kind of fired off in kind of more of a volley where like certain men fired at one time, because the way you dodge arrows is by clicking a movement order after those arrows have been fired. And oh, look, there's kind of their unit kind of fires not all at once, and it kind of creates the effect that their arrows are following you, or it makes me wonder if their arrows do follow you. Like I said, I'm not going to complain too much because it's not like I don't have pretty much every advantage over the AI. Now their bows are retreating. I'll let these guys out on the fire at will and see if they can finish off those bow samurai, and I'll keep luring these guys down. You guys not gonna fire? You just gonna sit there and take it? Looked like they were in range to me. Not sure why you need to scoot up there. Alright. Look at that, only 2 kills from a whole volley. Sometimes bows are so strange. Like, sometimes they get you a ton of kills, and sometimes they just don't. I'm getting like 1 kill per volley, which is a waste of ammunition. So I'm honestly gonna just stop shooting and charge these guys with my cav, because I need to lure down more guys anyway. My Yari cav's kind of tired though. Let's see how many other archers we've killed. They still have an archer superiority, I think. Yeah, bow samurai, bow samurai, bow samurai, bow ashikaru. We still have a lot of bows to lure down. Alright. I'm pretty sure these bow samurai are gonna die at this point. At least I hope they will. Turn these guys on to fire at will. Okay, we've got some more bows interested, or some spears actually. That'd be good too. If I can take out their spears, I could just straight up charge their bows. They've got 3 more units of bows coming down to play. Now that their bows are moved up, they're gonna retreat the spears. I'm gonna have to keep the interest of their bows. Come on down, folks. Oh, no, 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 I accidentally clicked an order that kind of just made my guys stand still. Wow, they just ate some flaming death. For the most part, though, we were able to dodge those. Don't stand there and take it, you Nimrods. I hate that. That is one thing that I hope changes. Like, you click an order and like 5 or 6 of you guys are so close that they're like, oh, we'll just sit here and take it. Yes, good plan. Just sit there and take it. I think I'm going to introduce these guys to some Naginata warrior monks. And then I'm going to click an attack order on those bows there. Okay, let me get you some eye candy here, I guess. Get him! I'll zoom out so that we can actually... Oh, look, they're just trying to bypass straight for my bows. How terribly clever. The AI is so very curious in its thought process. It looks like they're getting turned around now by my monks. And routed. Clever. Or, you know, as in Jurassic Park, you clever girl. Oh, man. You know those raptors. Those darn things were the nuisance of the Jurassic time period with their 200 IQ and motor skills. I mean, we don't really know it because we haven't found a lot of fossil evidence, but it's pretty clear that raptors were, you know, flying fighter jets and all kinds of other stuff. Those guys were ridiculous. Manufacturing lines, you name it. Viet Cong style traps for their prey. Raptors were just kind of definitely the Stephen Hawking of the ancient world. Stephen Hawking mixed with Hannibal, that is. Oh my gosh. Jurassic Park, anybody? Any fans out there? If not, you're missing out. These guys unfortunately didn't shatter, which is kind of incredible because they're down to 52 men. But, oh well. I don't know how much more beating my Yari Cav can afford. So I may just use my bows to bait down the rest of the Chozokabe bows. At this point I'm feeling pretty safe in the fact that I've killed a considerable number of their bows, and they ought not to be able to pose nearly such a threat to me. Okay, we'll get this up. Okay. I should Looks like the AI is reforming. Very typical for them. I'm going to put my guy into relatively thick ranks here because I can afford to do so. AI doesn't have enough troops. Alright. So why did I do this whole thing of trying to pick apart the AI? I did it because, obviously, I'm trying to minimize my casualties. I have no idea what these clowns are doing right now. If they're going to just like back up off the back side of the hill. I've had to scoot up considerably and I have no idea why they keep pulling back. I'm not really posing any real outflanking at the moment. Wow, they have just pulled way back. Well, that's okay. I can fire from cover in these woods. Of course, they're in cover in the woods as well. Maybe that's why they pulled back. To be honest, this is getting kind of annoying. We're just gonna let these guys have it. I'm not gonna play the, this is like Napoleonic AI, Napoleon Total War. The AI, I swear, the only thing it was programmed to do was retreat. So, as soon as you would start a battle and you make a move, AI retreats. And then it's like, your next move, AI retreats. It's just kind of like, it was just non-stop AI retreating, which was kind of annoying. I don't know if any of the rest of you all noticed such things, but I did. And it kind of made the AI almost intolerable there sometimes. Move up my bows here a little too. Yeah, this will get my guys tired, but oh well. Here come some arrows. Shooting my Yari-Ashigaru. Probably going to be relatively ineffective because they're firing over such a crazy arc. Got my own bows firing now. I'm going to start clicking attack orders here. Yeah, I know I could go into spear wall, but I'm not. I feel pretty confident. And I'll just bring up my general for support. And let's see if I can get a monk up here to drop a war cry. Oh, man, forgot about the fire bombs. Those guys are bad. And they are killing my Yari-Ashigaru with fury. You would think that they're really hitting their own guys. Okay. Plop in a stand and fight here. Looks like I've got a break here. Yari-Ashigaru, let's just finish them off with the war cry. Holy cow, man, those fire bombs are going to town. Those are Yari Samurai there, so they're going to hang on for a bit. It is amazing how those fire bombs haven't killed their own troops. Well, I guess they have to some extent. Not nearly as much as I think they should be, but... Drop another war cry there and see if we can wrap up this flank a little quicker. Okay, we've taken that flank. These Yari Samurai have just about had it. And I'm going to come back here and get these firebomb throwers because I've had enough of this ridiculousness. They're going to completely bomb out my Yari-Ashigaru in the front. Okay.
My lord, their general has fallen.
Okay. Alright, many firebombs later, with lots of smoke and blood. Looks like we've managed to take out the Chosokabe troops there, and I have them pretty well surrounded, so I'm thinking that if I hit end battle, that'll probably be the end of their troops. Hopefully, if anything, they don't retreat further into my territory. Well, these guys are making this take a little longer. Oh well, at least you got to see some battles. A lot of you were worried that there was no fight left in the AI, and don't get me wrong, there's going to be a point soon at which the fight is taken out of them because the Shimazu and, well, I mean, really the Chosokabe aren't going to last much longer either because they're under heavy assault. Yeah, some of their guys did get away, but just a few. 34 Ashigaru, just enough for them to go be a nuisance if I don't put a stop to it. Wow, I got a level 5 general now. That's good. And there is no monk in this army either. He's right there in that town. I need to move him out. We can finish off the stand and fight tree. I wanted to say one of these was night battles somewhere, which would be fun. Which one was night battles? Improves the rate at which the chi arts are mastered. Plus 4 to morale for Ashigaru. Let's see, before the bodyguard. Man, how come I can't ever remember which one night battles are? I'm terrible. Let's see, no. Instills fear in enemy units and plus 3 to repression. Wow, intimidating would be nice. I may try and get that unlocked if I have time before the end of the campaign. Let's take this monk and get him out here to support the army. Okay, those guys will be retraining fairly quick. This monk was just recruited. I think that was the end of my... Nope, I can still do a movement here and take Bizin from the Hattori. That's not really worth fighting. Peacefully occupy. Repair that. I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade these farms. That'll just... So a Master Armor? That's pretty cool. It'd be fun to recruit some units from there, like some Nagi Samurai or something. They'd be ridiculous. Alright. I'm going to move up my ships a little. Oh, yeah, there's a Chozokabe fleet there. I'm not going to fight it because it doesn't have an army. I don't want to damage my ships for something that's not worth it. I forgot we can move Kenshin. There is a Shimazu fleet here. And I probably should engage them. I could sail around them, but it's going to take away a lot of my movement points. So let's go ahead and engage this Shimazu fleet. Well, they got 2 heavy bunets and a couple of firebomb kabayas. That's not good for me. But I'll just focus my flaming arrows on the firebomb kabayas, and then we'll just send the Sengoku bunets I have after their heavy bunets, and I'll support that effort with the Nihon Maru and my firebomb kabaya, so it shouldn't be too bad. Well, the AI is really at least trying to put up a resistance. Top right is a night battle. Thanks for the tip. I'll take a look at it on the next one. Yeah, I like night battles, of course, just for the graphical sense of it, so I'll see if I can do that. That's why I like to leave the comments on. See, now you all understand that. Because that's one of these things about this game, is I've played it a lot, but obviously I'm not perfect at it and I forget stuff, and it's nice to have the comments on so that you all can keep me on track if I need something. And of course, you know, maybe it helps you see me get to do something you like as well. So we're going to start the deployment. The Nihon Maru is like a gigantic floating city. It's like, this is like Patchy's floating casino, you know, so you can float on out to international waters and anything goes. Alright, here we go. We'll approach from the flank, the outside flank here. I'm going to put my Sengoku bunets right behind firebomb kabayas. And then my heavy ships will sail in last. Yeah, the Nihon Maru is huge. It cracks me up. Okay. Start sailing my light ships and Sengoku bunets. And we need to start sailing these guys now because it's going to take them 3 or 4 years to row over there. As you can imagine, a boat that's as aerodynamic and aquadynamic as this really meets a little bit of wind resistance. Can you just imagine if there's like a stout wind on this side of the boat? It'd just be like, just like blowing out to sea. Wow, getting kind of wet in there, isn't it, folks? Let's take a tour of the crew quarters. No one fart. It's gonna stink if you do. Pretty fun. Something you get to do when you have the unlimited camera there. Inside Patchy's casino. Those are the guards down in the bottom. So like if you're up here in the casino, you know, and you're doing some illegal gambling, and Patchy doesn't like your winnings, you know, he just sends one of these guys up to cut off your thumbs and send you on your way. You know, pitch you overboard. And of course, the only game played in Patchy's casino is roulette, meaning that you get a matchlock pistol. Everybody sits in a circle. You spin the pistol, and whoever it's pointing at gets to shoot themselves. So that's Patchy's roulette. And the last man alive, of course, gets to keep the loot from the other fallen. So if that sounds like a kind of game that you enjoy, then by all means, visit Patchy's Nihon Maru, the floating casino of the Sengoku period, where you're assured to either lose your life or your money, and or both, guaranteed. Alright, so we're sailing up on the flank here. Oh my goodness, I have no idea how my little brain invented patchy once upon a time back in the Austrian campaign, but I'm sure glad that it did. Things just would not be the same without patchy. Okay, there is a firebomb kabaya here. It's going to be the focus of my bow kabayas. And then I'm going to send my Sengoku Buneis straight way towards their heavier ships. And then, like I said, I'll just support with my firebomb kabaya. And let's get my Sengoku Buneis ready. Okay, we are in range. I'm going to take fire at will off. Click a fire attack on this firebomb kabaya. We have got to rout it before it gets to my bow kabayas, and I'm sure we probably will. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Wow, that thing took quite a thrashing there. The rest of my ships aren't firing. Fire, fire, you idiots. You might want to kill these guys. Not many of their men died for having eaten so many fire arrows there. Ugh. Come on. Can you please rout them? Thank you. Okay. Now that that firebomb kabaya is routed, I'm going to actually pull my bow kabayas back a little so that I can avoid more of that. As you can see, all it took was one little small volley of fire bombs, and I am actually kind of hoping to get the ship to surrender. That would be nice. In fact, I'll kind of chase it a little with my bow kabayas. Okay, yeah, we're going to run away there. And let's move our Sengoku Buneis in here to absorb some punishment. Okay, almost a little late with your fire arrows there, weren't you? Surrender! Stop being brave little cowards. Okay, let's get a boarding action started here on this heavy Bunei. We'll slow down the heavy Bunei with my own firebomb kabaya. We're going to need my bow ships to turn around. Good, that ship surrendered. Okay, I got a firebomb attack here. I'm going to try and get the first firebomb attack on their firebomb kabaya. I've got two boarding actions going. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Quit throwing it at the heavy Bunei. I know it's entertaining, but you're going to really need to kill these guys before they kill you. That's why I clicked an attack order. Yep, too late. You know, I don't think my men understand that sometimes there's a reason why I give them orders. But, they should apparently learn. Fortunately, my men live. Let's see if we can get over here and deliver a war cry. Okay. Man, these... Okay, good. We burned it down. I was going to say, these firebomb kabayas are showing some resilience today. Normally they just burn right up the first time you hit them. Check out how many men lived on my firebomb kabaya. They got a solid bombing from the enemy crew. Sengoku Buneis really are good at boarding. Check that out. Got a heavy Bunei wavering. That's even without the support of a ship with war cry. However, sometimes boarding actions just don't go well, like right here. Kind of amazing how my Sengoku Bunei can't seem to come alongside. It's okay, we got the Nihon Maru here. We'll drop a war cry, see if we can... Okay. Let's see if we can convince my... Check out the Nihon Maru here. I think if it had fire arrows, that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, let's get these bow kabayas over to work on the Sengoku Bunei that's over here. And then we'll pretty much just have to kill that heavy Bunei there. My own heavy ships. I'm going to pull this unused Sengoku Bunei over here to hopefully do some damage to the enemy Sengoku Bunei. Get some fire arrows on it. I'm sure that it won't light this thing on fire, but hopefully we can cause some damage to the ship itself and kill a few of their men so that whenever I try and board it with my own Sengoku Bunei, that it will be more successful. Let's see if we can get a boarding action on it with my heavy Bunei here. Get him! I mean, you're in good position. let's not go sailing around. My Nihon Maru is managing to shoot my own men, which is great. Okay, yeah, we got a boarding action here with my own heavy Bune. If my own ship doesn't kill my men first. Yeah, look at you. Apache's airborne peasants here. Get some pretty sweet boarding action. I wonder if you can... Curious now. No, not really. Doesn't do a good camera follow. Check out the boarding action up close here. A lot of my bows were the first ones to jump across, which kind of sucks. Kind of wish your katana guys would come up and jump across first. Oh, sucks for you, pal. Ouch. My guys are taking a pretty solid thrashing here. Oh, and I got Warcry. Genius. Well, I can encourage the fleet here, which is what I will do. I think they may be winning the combat. They certainly are. Their heavy Bune is schooling my own, but theirs is starting to waver, I think, just due to being surrounded by other ships. And of course now I've got the Nihon Maru to where it's going to be hitting hopefully more of their guys than mine. See these guys fighting and getting shot in the back with arrows. Come on, get this guy. He's celebrating. Oh. Close. Oh! That guy took one. Alright, they've surrendered. So, another fun naval battle there. I know some of you don't like them. You know what? Sometimes I don't like them either, but they can still be kind of fun. At least you get good graphics, right? Not going to be surprised if my... I'm surprised this heavy Bune didn't rout. A lot of times they'll rout after a boarding action. Board them, you fools! There's hardly any men left alive on my Sengoku Bune. Oh, we're gonna get him, we're gonna get him. Yep, we are. Okay, and they're gonna surrender there too. Got the flaming firebomb Kabaya out here. Looking nice, all crackly. Alright. Hopefully I get to finish this today. I'd really like to be done by 10. That way you all can go watch the Rome 2 content when it releases. So, alright. Looks like that was a pretty easy victory. We even captured some ships. I don't need them. I'll sink them. My guys take a little bit of a beating, but this fleet is still perfectly capable. So I'm going to continue sailing for Shimazu lands. Hopefully the Shimazu don't have a large fleet. Just in case they do, I'll bring these damaged ships, which aren't much, but it's something that I can add, and I'll disperse them later. Okay, let's see. Rebuilding that castle. Now I think we've expired what it is that we can do successfully on this turn. I wonder if this monk, can he be moved yet? I always forget, you know, if it's the... Okay, no, I've already just recruited him. I want to get him back to my army on Shikoku in siege battles and stuff. It's very handy to have that monk. There goes their little wily Metsuke. Oh, here comes one of their own monks. Gonna demoralize my army. Which kind of sucks if it's successful. But it's not gonna stop me by any means. I like how the Hitano just have like one province back there. They were hanging on by a thread, and Realm Divide is what saved them. Oh my goodness. We've got so many agents behind us. Let's find out where that's the army sabotage. Sabotage. I want to repair whatever building it is, because they're obviously way behind my lines. I'm not going to spend the time. Well, actually, I have a ninja right here. I can't see the enemy ninja, though. He's... still undercover, but we'll see if maybe I can spot him on the next turn, now that I have one of my own nearby. Let's see, several Hitano ninjas around. Let's see which one my ninja's more likely to get. Looks like the monk is going to be the better choice here. Enemy wounded. I'm going to need one more turn for some of my melee troops to recoup before we push on the Chosokabe. Let's see what we got here. These guys are going to be alright. I'm kind of guessing that, yeah, there's a small Hitano army here. But, These guys aren't going to be strong enough to resist. So we'll go ahead and just capture the next province. Peacefully occupy that. Repair. And maybe I'll just build like a market or something here. Okay. Alright, we should be good there. This army in the south here. Let's do a little... Well, we could try and kill this enemy ninja. He's back here trying to mix things up. Let's try and assassinate him and get him out of the way. Target assassinated. Man, every time I don't watch it is when they win. Now I know how to do well. Let's see, we've got this fleet here. I must have been building another fleet. Let's get this monk on the ships. And let's see. We can just we can take this agent. There we go. Actually, let's get back over here to where we belong. Alright, so now I can move that monk back up to the front lines. There's no monk in this army either, and it's because I've left him here. God, I really ought to be more careful with my monks, huh? Let's see what is ahead of this army. Not much, so I can go without a monk. Let's go ahead and take this province because that's going to put some pressure on the Hattori. And these guys don't have many provinces left, so I really don't want to give them much of a chance to recuperate. Plus, if I kill them, it'll get rid of those navies that are out there that are kind of threatening in some ways. Glad that they didn't find Kenshin. The Hattori only have one more province, Bingo, which makes me curious whether or not I can reach all in the same turn, but I'll go ahead and be patient, and we'll go one more turn. And like I said, these guys gotta wait. We've just captured this city here. Alright. Ooh, they've got a Nanban port. We're gonna torch that. As much as it would be fun to recruit some matchlock, imported matchlock, I can't afford having provinces rebel behind my lines. And I don't have extra monks to spare for such things. So let's go ahead and end the turn again. Plus, with as many bows as the AIs be fielding, I'd be in some pretty serious trouble. The Hattori fleet decided to come after me. And to be honest, there's pretty much no way I can win this. I don't really care if they defeat my guys. Not real concerned about it because on the next turn the Hattori are finished. So I'll let them have their last little hurrah. At least I think they've only got one province left. Maybe it's two. Metsuke increases in rank. Army sabotage. Art mastered. Alright. Way back here in Iwate, I've got largely leveled up Metsuke, who is now unbelievably good at overseeing towns. Yep, just one more province for the Hattori, so this is going to mark the end of the Hattori way. Alright, let's get this army out. Hopefully, yep, okay, I've still got enough movement points. And just auto-resolve that quick killing, more like an assassination. And we are now in control of Bingo. Alright, great clan destroyed. That is the end of the Hattori. I think we might watch their little seppuku ceremony here. I'm not sure why I've allowed them to die with honor, but I don't guess I had an option. This is kind of cool. Not sure I've ever seen this before. Awesome. Check that out. I've never seen the end of the Hattori before. I didn't know they actually had different endings sometimes. Come on, like a million arrows. Get him. A million arrows. Yes. Air called it. Sweet. Only one. awesome. Well, man, I'm gonna have to check out more of these Great Clan Destroyed videos here. Might be some fun stuff. And there it is, folks. Even the mightiest of clans are of little consequence with faced with the power of our own. Indeed. A little self-aggrandization there never bothered me. Just kidding. Come on, folks. Whoa, there are some seriously large Chosokabe army here. And we're going to try and sabotage the army. It's a very low chance, and my guy will probably get killed. Actually, we're not going to try and do that because I'd like to keep my ninja alive. Run! I'll embed him in the army. Try and give him some experience, and I need to get this monk here because we're going to need it. So it's going to be a couple of turns before we can push to finish Tosa. We've taken control there. And this army, we should be able to go ahead and move forward. This army, or this province is Christian, so I am going to leave the monk here, and I may actually tear this Naginata dojo down and build a Christian church there as well, or not a Christian church, a Buddhist temple, so that we can try and put an end to that before it becomes a big issue. I don't want Christian rebels back there. Let's see, I still don't see enemy ninja detected, our ninja detected. Let's see where these enemy ninjas are at. It says enemy ninja detected, but wait, what? There's no enemy ninja down here. Okay, it says our men detected a ninja, but I sure don't see one. There's a Hitano ninja over here. Let's see where this other one's at. Got another Chosokabe ninja right there. Okay, well, I guess that my men detected the ninja, but didn't continue detecting the ninja. Which is kind of an issue. Let's take this guy up here and see if we can catch this Hitano ninja. Try and get rid of some of these guys who are behind my lines. Oh, I forgot about Kenshin. Hopefully I didn't forget to move him last turn, though I very well could have. Alright. Poor Kenshin. His life is at such great risk, being under the command of me. Wow, this fleet can really move a long ways. There's some small Shimazu fleets there, nothing big enough to withstand me, fortunately. That'd be pretty sad to see Kenshin come all this way just to get killed in a botched naval landing with poor reconnaissance by myself. Let's see. But neither the Shimazu nor the Chosokabe sailed the fleet against me. Ninja increases in rank. A suspicious death. I'm guessing that was my monk that I just finally moved over there. Yes, it was. How incredibly wonderful. I needed that monk, you jerks. That's it. I don't got time for this crap anymore. Stinking AI doing what it should be doing. How dare they? Let's make the Chosokabe pay a little price for that monk slaying. Ooh, a gold mine. Yoink. So, pay a price literally. Thanks for the gold, jerks. So, you took my monk, I took your money. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's see. Army here. That's the one thing I'll say for the AI. They're not always the best at everything, but man, they sure use their agents on this game. I'm not necessarily sure that they use them the best agents can be used, but they use them. And, my gosh, it can really frustrate you sometimes. Won't stop you, but it'll sure frustrate you. Okay. Looks like Bingo is going to be unhappy. I can't say that I honestly care. Oh, we can train Kisho Ninja. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to get a couple of those guys and stick them in my army. Alright, so I've got a ninja in this army. Let's see if it's retrained. See, I got a lot of Bo Ashigaru. Ooh, I could train a fire-projecting Mangonel. Train from Iwaji. Take a while for it to get here, though, and it would slow down my movement. Bow Cavalry. What else could I recruit that might get here relatively quick? Another unit of katana samurai may not hurt. Coming from Awa. Let's recruit a couple more of those, and that'll give me... And perhaps the Chosokabe will come out to battle against me as well. Okay, let's just make sure we've got these buildings being repaired. We do. Powder maker. I could recruit some firebomb throwers there too. Alright, let's go ahead and move Kenshin, and then we can end the turn. Let's scout up ahead with this smaller fleet first and just make sure there's not some... Yeah, okay. And Satsuma is completely undefended. So Kenshin is going to make a completely unopposed landing, which is fine. I hate that when they don't drop them off through the dock. Dumb tards. Okay, and I gotta drop off my monk on the next turn, but yeah, we've caught Satsuma completely off guard. We'll go ahead and blockade their port here. So if the Shimazu have a large force, it is not in Satsuma. I have no idea where they're keeping it. Hopefully they have a large force. I'm hoping for a fight. But for all I know, I could end up running into a whole bunch of katana samurai with like 10 armor or something. That would be pretty bad. Bad for me. But we'll see. Army sabotage. Art mastered. Safeguard. Okay. Man, this ninja is really... Whoa, gosh! Freaking 6-star Chosokabe ninja. I think we're going to go assault Tosa real quick before the 6-star ninja decides to assassinate my general here, which he could probably pretty easily do. So, good gravy. I didn't realize what we were dealing with there, folks. So let us go besiege Tosa. They have an Anabushi heroine and a lot of bows, but otherwise a pretty ill-prepared army. A lot of bows. We'll continue the siege, see if we can force them out. And in the meantime, we're going to commit our first attack on the Shimazu, which actually, you know, I'm going to give Kenshin the honor of the first attack against the Shimazu. This army doesn't have its monk, but that's because I'm trying to convert this province back here. I've got a Buddhist temple being built as well. And we're going to take the Hitano's city here, which would be good. Finishing them off will now take away their agents, which were annoyingly far behind my line. So that is going to be the end of the Hitano. Let's see, clan destroyed. We don't get a cool video, unfortunately. We will definitely be watching the video of the Chosokabe dying, as I will particularly enjoy that. Man, I've got a sword or Nodachi school and a monastery. It's too bad I can't get like Nodachi monks or something. That would be spectacular. All right, my income has gone way up, which probably isn't super surprising. Let's see, was this the... Okay, so Kenshin is going to get to make the first move against the Shimazu. Let's unload this monk so that I can embed him in the army on the next turn. Check out this Nodachi samurai here. Wow. I'm going to auto-resolve this. I may replace some of my Yari Eshigaru with some crazy samurai here, because they've got a weaponsmith and Nodachi level. Oh my gosh, look at that. Freaking genius. Oh, Tetsubo monks. Ah, no, I need a Yari drill yard to recruit them. Are you kidding me? Oh crap, we're going to ditch this powder maker and build a Yari drill yard. We're going to get some fun units into Kenshin's army here for a strong finish. Okay, I think we're ready to... Well, we can go ahead and move towards Suo. I'm not sure we can reach all the way to the city. Oh, look, there... Whoa! Wow! Hello, Shimazu. Fancy meeting you here. Go ahead and knock those guys out, and then I'm going to beat a little bit of a retreat here to go retrain. Let's see, here's another big Shimazu army. So apparently most of the Shimazu forces are up here further away, which means that Kenshin might be able to just mop through Shimazu lands with little opposition. I hope that's not the case, especially since I'm about to recruit some fun units. And I also need to remember that I was recruiting those Kisho Ninja to add to that one army. I think a unit of them will be ready on this next turn. Chosokabe are coming out to fight their defense or die. And I don't know how many Chosokabe family members I've already killed, but it's got to be a lot. So let's go ahead and fight this battle. Getting pretty excited about this one. Alright. I'm really hoping that we instilled some fervor against us amongst the Shimazu. I'd love to see the Shimazu come back towards Genshin, especially if I get a hold of some of those level 4 Nodachi with 22 attack. Oh my gosh, that's going to be awesome. Hey, that's something I wanted to mention to y'all who are watching here real quick. So I've been thinking, obviously the first campaign that I've been wanting to play on Rome 2 is Carthage. But I started thinking about that. You know, I'm not going to know the campaign very well, and I want my Carthage campaign to be epic, right? So you all tell me. I'll leave it in your hands. Should I play as Carthage in the first campaign? I will if you want me to. Or should I do something different, like play as a faction that wasn't available in Rome 1, like Sparta or Athens, and then once I get a little bit of a feel for the campaign, like maybe do a giant domination campaign with Carthage. Also, they announced that there's going to be a Seleucid free LC. I don't know if you all saw that, so the Seleucid faction is going to be available. That would be a fun one to play. Pontus would be a fun one to play. I mean, just tell me what you think. Obviously, I'm going to do a lot of Rome 2 campaigns no matter what. I'm just wondering whether or not you all would prefer me to really throw the Carthage campaign out there first, or if you think it would be fun for me to get a lot better at the campaign and throw it out there at such a point where I can really, hopefully, make it the most entertaining as possible, or if you just really want to see Carthage first, that's okay. And obviously I was considering more than one Carthage campaign as well. I was going to do, obviously, a military victory with the Barcid faction, and then later on I planned on playing like an economic or a cultural victory with one of the other factions. I think there's a Meganid faction and a Hananid faction that you can play as well. So let me know what you think. Just give me your feedback in the comments here. And then someone's asking me my favorite thing about Rome 2. It's hard to say what my favorite thing was because so many things about it were great. But honestly, one of the things I am the most excited about is the line of sight stuff. The line of sight thing is so cool because you can only see what you've scouted. And it's going to be really exciting because it's going to make online battles so interesting because scouting is going to be like a necessity. If you don't scout, then you're very likely to just get absolutely pummeled by enemy troops that are hidden. So it's going to be so cool, I think, to see. Very excited about it. There's a whole lot of enemy bodyguards headed straight towards me here. And I'm going to need some help against those areas. Oh man, I just let my bows get charged. Oh gosh, get out of there. Okay. My bows took a little more savagery than they should have. I don't think I got my guys in a spear wall either, but should be okay. What are you doing? My cavalry's like running away from this fight. Oh gosh, get out of there. Come on. Get. Fighting Yari Samurai and you think that's a good idea? I can't figure out what's happening to this Yari cavalry. They should be pizzoning those general units, but they're not. Golly, so many archers. Well, my guys are getting pizzoned by a bunch of arrows. But we should pretty well get that under control here in a moment. Okay. Wow, this general's bodyguard is still alive, both of them there. Okay, let's charge downhill into these bodyguard. I'm gonna have to see if I can outrun this Yari Samurai that's like, it's like a horse-seeking missile here. They will not quit following me. Just gonna have to pull through. So we've killed another one of their generals. Let's take this Katana Samurai out here and see if we can do it. Okay, we got their bows. Killing one of their Samurai Retainer units here. Oh, whoops, that's the unit I need. Yashigaru are a little outmatched over here, so we need to lend them some support. Over here, we'll take my Katana Samurai into this bodyguard.
My lord, a glorious victory
And these samurai are probably going to rout at full strength because of the army losses. Sure did. Alright. Not a very clean victory over the Chosokabe, but it was a victory. Let's end the battle. Sparta is going to be boring if it's, don't play with Sparta, it's fictional. Just because it's not like real life doesn't mean it's boring. I think that one thing that we've learned is that the Total War games, if anything, can allow you to alter history, which is fun. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I'm going to play as Sparta, if you all really don't want me to, but I wouldn't assume that it's boring because it's not exactly like real life, not by any means. So we dealt the Chosokabe a pretty big blow there. They've only got one province left, which we will, of course, quickly move to take before their satanic, I guess the Kisa initiative, before their satanic ninja comes and assassinates, like, every one of my people across all of my realm, because he is almost that skilled. Let's see, Aki is upset, so we'll exempt them from taxes, or whoops, not auto-manage. Exempt, and we can probably go back and unexempt some of these places. Not that I really need all the extra income right now. I mean, I'm doing just fine. They're still upset at me in Owari. Okay. Got a few more of those exempted. Alright, good. We could potentially face a little bit of rebellion back here in this province as it converts over to Christianity as well, which is certainly a concern, so I might actually train some troops there. And let's see, this army appears to be ready to move. Ooh. I recruit this Katana Cav hero unit. I can recruit Great Guard also. Good gravy, that's awesome. Yeah, why not? We'll see if I get them before the end of the campaign. Got a small Shimazu force here. Their daimyo, their son and heir and general is there. I could fight this. Honestly, don't really need to. But I'll do it. I'll give him the dignity of being killed. Yeah, 6-star ninja, lol. Yeah, you think it's funny. He's the one that's going to end up killing everybody. Do Epirus. They are a hybrid Greek faction. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. I saw Pontus or Epirus in another comment. That could be interesting as well. Egypt. Northern European factions. That could be interesting too. Subai or Iceni. There's going to be so many Iceni campaigns because I think that all the British Total War players are like excited to have their heritage going on there. And to be honest, the Iceni, I'm sure they're going to have some wicked units. Some crazy wicked units. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to wait. I don't want to fight in the fog. The rain's kind of cool, though. Why not? We'll make it more graphically appealing. I really don't need much of an army to beat these guys. I'm honestly going to just leave my Yariashikaru and bows. And I'm just going to monk rush these guys. And I'll use my cavalry to support. Okay, just put a group here to make it easier. The AI is probably going to be, yeah, around this hill. I don't want to run, actually, because I don't want my men to get tired. Okay. I'm going to fast forward a little. The AI is holding its position, which is not entirely smart. There's a little bit of a defile here on this hill, so I can't necessarily get up and around it. But if I bring my monks through the woods, it will shield me somewhat from their bow samurai. And then what I'll do is just pull a Yari Cav, or actually I'll probably take both my Yari, well, I won't take them both to that flank, but I'll take one. So let's see, ungroup here, Subai, Sparta, play who you want, poor weather again. I actually kind of like the poor weather now that I have this graphics card, to be honest. The only thing I don't like is that the AI doesn't suffer any setbacks because of the poor weather, at least they don't appear to. I could be wrong. It's not like I have some type of like programming debug thing pulled up that tells me exactly what the AI is experiencing. Someone's asking me, can you exterminate? So there is no option called exterminate. But never fear, CA has granted us the raise ability, so you can raise a city, which is pretty much burning it to the ground and murdering the populace, which essentially accomplishes the same thing. You can enslave a populace, and I know this just from playing the prologue campaign, so it's not like, again, it's not like they gave me any special information. Just noticed this when playing the prologue campaign. So yes, you can raise a city, you can... okay, we're gonna just charge here because these guys are opening fire on me. And you can enslave. And enslaving can help build your economy, but you got to be careful because, of course, if you have too many slaves in your population, it can lead to rebellion. Check it out, and those archers are wreaking havoc on my warrior monks. And understandably so. Got a good Yari charge coming in on these Boashigari here. That'll be devastating. I'm going to pull out of that one. I will tell you all this too, just from having played the campaign. Cavalry mechanics are quite different. Quite different. Pull through, at least, and again, keep in mind that Air only played a pre-release version of the prologue campaign, not a finished game product. So everything that I say is subject to potential change depending on what or if CA patches anything. But based on what I saw in the prologue campaign that I was playing, what I'm doing like right here with my Yari Cav would be suicide. Once you commit your Cav to a charge, you're committed. And if you pull out, it's devastating. And in some ways that kind of makes sense. Now you can retreat from a fight if you're in a good position to retreat from a fight, like if you position yourself well, but if you kind of just go in an all-out charge and your guys get all mixed up in a fight, there is no easy retreat. And your men are committed to that fight, and of course, you know, they can't just walk away because they're going to get killed while being chased by enemy troops. So that's something to keep in mind that I noticed in the game. The cavalry mechanics are different in that sense. And yeah, I've also noticed that apparently, from what I've seen, there appears in the prologue campaign, there appears to be a couple different types of cavalry. One appears like, I don't know if, well, you all get to see it later in my video, because I have some dismounted equites. They're not mounted, but you'll get to see they have a special ability that kind of makes them kind of like shock troops. Yeah, shock cavalry, I guess. And then there's cavalry that focuses more on melee. And shock cavalry tends to have high charge, from what I've seen. So like the equites have a really good charge. And then their special ability kind of, well, you'll see. I don't want to ruin it. Just watch. You'll see what I mean. So they're definitely meant to just really bring a huge shock to the enemy troops. Let's see. So I can, I'm going to do a large battle against these Shimazu who are all sieged up here. I'm actually going to let the siege continue for just a minute to see if we can draw down some of their numbers. Down here, looks like a lot of my men have done quite a bit of retraining. People saying it's dumb because Cav retreated from fights all the time. Don't mistake my words. Again, you can retreat from a Cav fight, but the game, as I played it, and again, it wasn't a final version of the game, so it may not be final. Don't get too worked up about it. The game is fun, and the way they have it set up, I think, is fair. It's in Shogun 2, if you notice, you could do like a Cav charge in and then retreat, and if you did it right, you like wouldn't lose hardly a single man, or you could pull through, like completely pull through a unit and ruin it. Again, from what I played, which I keep trying to put a qualifier here because I know you all probably won't listen to me because it's going to be instant rage, but I played a pre-release version of the game, so it's not a final version of the game, but in what I played, the whole pull-through thing would not work, and I'm pretty sure that we just destroyed the Chozokabe, so let's watch the little video here. So yes, pull-through isn't going to work, and if you go in on a charge and you don't have a clear path for retreat, let me make this clear again, if you don't have a clear path for retreat, you won't be able to without taking heavy losses. So again, keep that in mind. So it's not one of those charge in, oh I didn't like that charge, so now I'm going to just you know, leave and get away with as few losses as possible. There's you've got to really choose your charges and choose your engagements, which in my mind is a good thing, because you have to be a lot more strategic in your thinking. And it also is going to be interesting because, like I said, you're going to have to do a lot of scouting. You cannot just walk out on the battlefield and just easily understand everything that's around you. It's not going to happen. So I'm just saying that the game is interesting. You all are going to like it. And if you don't like it, then to be honest, I think you're going to be crazy because the game is really fantastic. Let's see, Yari Drill Yard. I'm going to start recruiting some of these. Look at that, only 480 Koku to recruit as well. That is insanely awesome. I'm going to just take some of these Yari Ashigaru out of my army. I'll put them nearby in case I get attacked so they can come in as reinforcements, but that's what I'll replace them with. Put the monk here, Ministry of Settlement. Alright, so the Shimazu are the only thing standing in the way of my Uesugi Domination at this point. Oh, I forgot my Kisho Ninja ready too. We've got some Nodachi Samurai at this point also. Let's see, where's my Kisho Ninja? I think they're right here maybe? Nope. Here? Yep, there's one of them. The other one's not ready. I thought they were both ready. How terribly disappointing. I'm going to suffer winter attrition, which is probably not a good thing. So we should go ahead and finish this fight. And I'm going to let it be on control large army so I can bring in both armies. They have a lot of archers, but they don't have a lot of great... Well, I don't know, they got 3 Katana Samurai. Those guys can cause a considerable amount of damage if I let them. What other factions would I like to see playable? That's a good question. Well, we know that the Seleucids are coming. You know that you're getting the Greek culture pack. I would imagine you're probably going to see... I would think eventually you're probably going to see some Iberian factions become playable. Who knows? Maybe I think Bactria is in the game. You might see Eastern factions like that become playable. The Scythians, you might see them become playable. I don't think they're playable right now. I could be wrong though. Don't quote me on that one. No, I don't think they are. You might see the Scythians become playable. I didn't look to see if Thrace was in the game. Did anybody see if Illyria or Thrace was in there? Those are potential ones. As far as expansions go, obviously they did a barbarian invasion expansion in the past. There's all kinds of expansions you could do though in the ancient world. So that is just completely. Another Alexander focused kind of expansion might be interesting as well. There's so many things they could do with expansions. So I'm really excited. Let's see if we can get some snow. Come on. No? Nothing but good weather. I was going to see if we could get a nice snowstorm going. So yeah, there's obviously going to be potentially all types of different expansions they could do, playable factions. There's a ton of factions in the game. Obviously, you can go look at that. And I'm not saying this because I've gotten to play the full campaign, because I haven't. Obviously, I'm talking about that campaign map that they released. You can see all the factions there and their starting positions. So it's pretty neat. You should definitely take a look at that, and you could probably get some further idea of who you think they might release in time to be playable. But I think that the possibilities are huge, obviously, as far as the different things that they could release. Okay. Someone said Macedon, but Macedon is already a playable faction, so no need to worry there. Okay. I'm going to actually take my cab up on this hill. Might dismount some of them and see if I can burn that tower. Okay, I've got more units coming in over here. Let's see, my warrior monks are a little bit thrashed. Wow, I don't have a whole lot of bow ashigaru in this army, do I? Well, I guess I have 4 of them. That's plenty. Okay, let me pull up my my troops into position here, and my general. I've got stand and fight generals, so this ought to be interesting. Notice how many units I have on the map too, and it's not lagging, which is fantastic. Oh, gotta love this new graphics card. I'm going to dismount outside of the range of that tower with this Yari Cav and try and go burn the archery tower if Cav can burn it. Okay, they're dismounted. Yep, they can. I do not see any archers back here at the present, so I'm going to quickly run up and burn this tower. Okay, got my men moving up on either side. I left a unit over here. I left one of my bow ashigaru from the other army. All of their bow ashigaru are focused on the walls on this side, so technically I probably could just melee rush from back here in the back, and if they don't change the direction those archers are coming from, it would be quite bad. I'm actually, in fact, going to take my warrior monks here and my marathon monks up this hill. Okay. And I'm going to take my general with him. Okay, all my men are getting into position here. Those guys are going to be tired from running all the way across the map. Someone's saying they're hoping that diplomacy isn't broken. Again, I only played a pre-release version of the prologue campaign, but I found the diplomacy to be quite interesting. You know, if you trespass on enemy lands, you're going to get a penalty for trespassing. If you do things that don't make sense. Now, of course, in the prologue campaign, it's it's just Rome trying to take out the Sam Knights, so it's not like diplomacy plays a whole big deal, because obviously you're trying to learn how to play the campaign, and part of the campaign that's very important, of course, is the fact that you have to go to war with people, and that's the main thing they're trying to teach you. But diplomacy is a piece of the prologue campaign. If you tick off the Greek cities that are down in the south in Tarentum and Croton, you can definitely end up in some trouble that you caused unnecessarily. Okay, so our weapons made short work of the tower. Perfect. Good. Alright. My marathon monks, by the way, have the second wind ability, which I'll probably use. I kind of want to get a melee fight started pretty quick. So I'm going to start running my men up in that direction. And then I'm going to try and use the extreme range of my bow monks here. And I'm not sure if I have a monk in either of these armies, so I might ought to be careful of my morale. No, I do, because it's very high. And they are well garrisoned with archers over here. So I might move up to the edge of the range just to begin some skirmishing. But I'm going to try and be careful about it. Okay. Definitely no archer support on this backside. So a quick assault here could put me in a very favorable position. I say there's no archers. Did they get any shots at my men? I would have. Yep, they did. So you can see a few of my men here got hit by the archers that were garrisoned on that wall, and a few more still. They're under fire, but I will be out of their feasible range here in just a moment. I did take some pretty good casualties there. Well, I say that it wasn't too bad, really. So let us burn the gates here. Give my men a second to rest anyway. Okay. Okay, walk my men forward here. Still not quite in their bow range there. Gatehouse is on fire. I may let my guys rest for just a minute, because that will... Oh, I hope my general's not within range of their bows here. I'm going to let my men rest for just a minute. That'll allow me to save my Marathon Monk ability. These Bow Ashigaru up here. Those guys would probably put quite a bit of hurt on me. I'm gonna wait to begin that fight with the Bow Ashigaru, so let's fast forward it for just a moment. I just don't want to get my bows all chewed up. Some of you may not like how I'm doing this, but trust me, it'll be alright. Essentially what I'm trying to do is start the assault over here so that I can pull the AI in this direction, and then that'll open up easier assaults from these sides. So let's go ahead and fast forward until my men are rested here. Ooh, I'm taking fire actually. Probably from that tower over there. This tower, I'm probably just inside the range. One thing you all might like is it's actually a little easier to tell when your men are under fire on Rome 2. Keep an eye out for that in my video. Gosh, I need to hurry up and finish this campaign, huh? Because my video releases in 20 minutes, and I want you all to be able to watch it. So, let's see. Are my men rested? They are. So, let's see. I'm going to take one of my warrior monks through the gate. I'll take one up this wall right here. One up this short wall here. And a couple up this short wall here. Let's pull up my general, and we'll take my marathon monks through the gate as well. My general will help support the morale here. My war cries are ready. And then once my men get over the wall, we'll see if it'll turn some of the attention of these troops once they start getting beat in this vicinity, which they will get beat. I'm going to wait till they get more men over here before I drop a war cry because I want it to be as devastating as possible. Okay. Okay. Let's see, where's my marathon monks? Alright, taking down some of that light cav. Alright, good. We've got a good fight going here. The AI is not moving quickly to reinforce, which is interesting. I think I'm going to actually inspire these monks here. Get into stand and fight so that my men will be even more effective. Okay, we're just camping right outside the range over here. Okay, we've started to break some of their troops over here. This Yari Ashigaru is going down fast. I am engaged with the Katana Samurai here. I'm going to go ahead and war cry it. I'm going to drop their melee defense and morale. My guys seem to be doing pretty well in that fight, though. Okay, these Yari Ashigaru are all but dead. I'm going to go ahead and pull through them with one unit and come assist over here in this fight. Okay, we can further assist here. Let's push up these guys. Got my marathon monks. My guys are kind of tired, so I'm going to pull this marathon monk over here and give all these guys a second win. There we go. And let's drop a war cry with this unit. The AI is engaging my men piecemeal, which is fine with me. It's giving me a good opportunity here. They're trying to get around my flank a little almost here. So, oh, I didn't quite catch them. I don't want to get charged in the rear. Okay. Okay, let's get some more reinforcing troops up here. My monks are taking a pretty sound beating, some of them. Let's see, we got a war cry available over here. We do. War cry is really going to help my men. I kind of need to reposition a little bit closer to the fight with my stand and fight general. I hate to go out of stand and fight though, because it's going to drop my stats just slightly. Golly, Shimazu have a lot of Katana Samurai after me. We're gonna start climbing these walls. Okay, I really should have brought reinforcements up closer, but it's okay.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
If I lose a few monk units, I can replace them with some katana samurai and Nodachi that are nearby. Drop a war cry again. Hit again. Now that we're in a good position here. Bring up all the rest of my men over here as well. Wow, my warrior monks are definitely fighting quite stalwart here. They're up in the face of some pretty staunch odds here with a lot of katana samurai. And looks like my Yariyashigaru are scaling the wall.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Let's see.
For this
Probably
place.
just lost some warrior monks there. Okay, looks like we've taken out their...
Our general is in grave danger,
Oh.
my lord.
My general got charged here by a light cav, and he's also engaged with katana samurai now. This is bad. Oh yeah, that's bad. We're gonna need to get help to him very quickly. And I'm being intercepted here by some Yariyashigaru. That's not good. That general very well could die, which would be an epic blunder on my part. It's time to get all my men up and over the walls. I need all the reinforcements I can get at this point. Okay. Wow, my warrior monks. Oh, my general. I haven't heard that he's dead at this point, so we will hope that he's not. But that's certainly going to hurt the morale of my men. Let's take these bow warrior monks, and I'm going to start firing into those katana samurai. Check out my warrior monks over here, though, just beasting their way along in this fight, even without their general. You guys are pretty outstanding. 300 kills on one of them. I probably am going to end up losing a lot of my troops, which is kind of foolish of me. I guess I overestimated my monks, but oh well. It's not going to end up being that big of a deal. I can retrain some good samurai units quite quickly back out on the campaign map.
My lord.
Alright, I've got men spilling over the walls here. I'm going to turn off my archers here because they're just going to be hitting my own men. Wow, another one of my monk units routed here, but check this out. This marathon monk fighting to the bitter death here, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Pretty amazing, because they were fighting some tough units too. And let's hit those katana samurai are getting wasted on by my bow monks. We'll get my Yari Cav over here into these bow units. Okay. Get my Yariyashigaru up here. Where's my remaining general? Throw all these guys in. Got some more warrior monks over here. Nope. Okay, there we go. Alright. What little is left of the Shimazu is quickly being destroyed. There we go. Looks like we got all my men in the castle here. So the Shimazu put up a valiant fight. I'm going to be interested to see. I'll let my warrior monks fight to the death, which was obviously kind of a mistake. I should have given them more support. But I'm curious to see the stats that they got, even there in the face of those overwhelming odds. Uesugi warrior monks have a little bit higher morale and stuff, of course. Check that out. There's a lot of dead bodies on the ground and a lot of men still alive. So, looks like over here just some bow Ashigaru holding out against my Yari Ashigaru. Same thing over here. bow samurai and stuff holding out against overwhelming odds. Pretty incredible graphics on this game, it really is. Let's watch the Shimazu defend their fort. Down to the last man here. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff that I'm all excited about for Rome 2. Tons and tons of stuff that I'm excited about. The game is just amazing, and I'm really excited for you all to see the video. I'm sure that my viewership is all of a sudden going to completely drop here in a minute whenever I'm trying to finish this live broadcast, because my Rome 2 video is going to release at 10 o'clock. You can feel free to go watch it right away if you want, or stick around, because obviously I'm going to finish this, and that Rome 2 video isn't going anywhere. It will still be there for your viewing pleasure as soon as the campaign is over. Alright, I believe that was probably the last of the Shimazu resistance, so we should be good to go. Or nope, there's one guy. Check out this guy. Look at this. There's one guy firing his bow, and a heroic death he will die. So long, my friend. You fought valiantly. Trampled under hoof. How very sad. I wish the guy would have like thrown a spear at him. That would have been cool. So someone's sitting here saying Rome 2 better have some good voice actors. It does. And you know what's even better is that you may have seen in those videos that they still say shameful display. Now, of course, it's not in the hilarious Japanese overtone that we got in this game. And I'm not saying like Japanese people, the way they talk is hilarious. Obviously, don't mean it that way. I think we all know that we enjoy the entertaining sound of shameful display. So we're going to peacefully occupy. I did lose a couple of my monk units. That is okay, though. We can replace them with nearby units. I didn't lose anything in this army. I think this army is the one where I was recruiting in the specialty cav. And of course I got my Kisho ninja heading over to join up with this army as well. So we can certainly replace that with some good troops. And we're going to need to continue the invasion of Kyushu. And it looks like we've got our first Nodachi samurai here. Look at this great guard and spears of Shizugatake. That's going to be awesome. Look at this. Look at this Nodachi samurai. 24 morale, 25 attack, 5 defense. Oh my gosh, this is going to be pure entertainment. I hope the Shimazu have a little bit of fight left in them. I am going to try and steamroll them here so that I can get through with this and let you all go watch the Rome 2 footage that I have. This has been fun. This is actually my first ever domination campaign. I've never done one before. It was definitely fun, and I enjoyed it. Let's see, let's get this army, which is already in pretty good shape. Hopefully the Shimazu don't have a navy blocking. I'll have to wait for the next turn there. I can't recruit any good troops here. Let's pull these guys out. And let's see, Kisho ninja to here. Or no, that's not my Kisho ninja. This is the Kisho ninja. Pull him up into this army. And my other one is here now as well, so we can get him into this army. And let's see what else I can recruit locally. 1 and 1, 2 and 2. There we go. Get some Nodachi to replace those 2 monk units I lost. Plus I have the Kisho ninja coming, so we'll be able to invade Kyushu and Buzen on the next turn. And then I'm gonna let these Nodachi samurai. Ooh, I can get the Tetsubo warrior monks. I've got to get those guys as well. All right. Let's try and hurry up and finish this campaign. Like I said, we're certainly running low on time. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm not worried about the unit exchange because that's on Shikoku. I don't even need that army at this point. Though I could bring a fleet over and try and land them real quick. The Shimazu are hopelessly outnumbered at this point. Got another great guard unit. Enemy Matsuke executed. I like the sound of that. Okay. My troops are moving to... Oh, yes, there's that Hero Katana Cav that I recruited to. Good. So that army will be back in good shape. We can now invade Buzen. A single Bo Ashigaru is all that defied me. So Buzen is now in our control. It is Christian, too, so this is going to pose an interesting challenge here at the end of the campaign because these provinces are going to want to revolt. I don't see a Nanban trade port, though, so that may make this a little simpler. I can go ahead and take this monk over into to Buzin as soon as possible. I'm going to let that guy get his reinforcing troops, and then Patchy's got a few turns left of training in his new heroics, or Kenshin, sorry, not Patchy. I guess he is the Patchy of this campaign, I suppose. Certainly coming down to the wire here, people. 10 a.m. Eastern, no, it's not Eastern time. I'm not on Eastern time. I'm on 10 a.m. Central, so that means that my video is about to release in 5 minutes. Central is 6 hours behind. Looks like my wife has just headed home from work, too. She had to work for a few hours this morning, which means I also need to hurry to finish this because I need to spend some time with her. So definitely getting down to the wire here. I do want to wait just for a minute for these troops to get into these armies, though, so I'm going to end a couple more turns here and just let some of my guys catch up. That way I've got a proper army with which to invade. Suke increases in rank. Okay, get these guys in here. Kisho Ninja. And the Hero Katana Cav. So one more turn and they'll be all together. And then Kenshin should have his Tetsubo monks. Oh, the Shimazu are coming. They don't have much of an army, but it'll be fun to kill. We're going to dispatch aid. Kenshin is an honorable man. And these poor Shimazu are about to get the thrashing of a lifetime. I kid you not, this is going to be pathetically bad. Okay. Yes, you should run. An appropriate move. Oh my gosh, these poor souls are going to get so killed. Let's kill them real quick. It's going to be at least 20 minutes before my wife gets home anyway. Uh-oh, people. 4 minutes till my Rome 2 footage comes out, but stick around just for a few minutes. Watch me finish the campaign. I can't make you, I'm just asking you. You don't have to. Stick around and watch me finish this. It's been a long journey, a fun journey. And we just finished steamrolling the Shimazu here. I'm assuming that they really can't have much left as far as forces to oppose, as they have been badly beaten and are up against an innumerable host of men who have endless funds, basically. Alright, so it's going to get my sword units lined up here. This Tetsubo monk is going to lead the charge. And I'm excited. Or it's not a Tetsubo monk, it's Tadakatsu's Tetsubo warriors. Very cool, very cool. Put a warrior monk in here. And then I've got my legendary cav here. Great Guard and Yari cav and stuff. I don't even need most of my troops. I'm just going to leave them behind. Okay, group these guys up, start the battle. Let's see where these poor Shimazu blokes are hiding. Back here in the woods. And who can blame them? Honestly, who can blame them? I almost think that my cavalry could kill these guys in and of themselves, because the Spears of Shizugatake, only 57 morale. So just a slight morale advantage. Oh dear. Actually, I'm going to slow these guys down to a walk, and I'll just fast forward so we don't have to wait quite so long. Come on, why'd you have to deploy way back here? I could have auto-resolved you. At least come out and die with your dignity. As if. Okay, let's get these guys moving up around the flank. Do my, yeah, they've got second wind. Great Guard have second wind also. Oh, here come the arrows. Gonna give me a little flame attack here. I'm surprised it even killed any of my Great Guard. The guys have fantastic armor. They're sending some Yari Eshigaru after my cavalry. I'm just gonna run away. Actually, I'll just run around them over here, and if I split up into multiple directions, there's really no way that they can effectively resist. And here comes the Shimazu general, going to get charged by Spears of Shizugatake from the downhill. That is going to be instant and utter destruction. You can can see they're dropping rather quickly, and I might want to pull my Great Guard out of a fight with those Yari-Eshigaru. I'm going to charge them from behind with this Yari-Cav. It's a possibility that we might be able to demoralize them. And we're going to take these.
Victory will soon be yours.
Okay. I hit those Yari-Eshigaru from behind with my Yari-Cav. I'll now hit them from behind with my Great Guard. Spears of Shizugatake is having his way back here with all these Shimazu generals. He hasn't lost a single horseman yet. And then we need to watch the Tetsubo charge here as these men get their heads clubbed in, which is always entertaining. Look at these poor souls. Imagine just getting your knees taken out or your skull smashed in. These Tetsubo guys are awesome. Oh man, these poor guys don't have a chance. And let's just make it even better by hitting them from behind with a hero cav. And look, my cav destroyed those spears even head on. Poor guy just getting murdered by units at which they have absolutely no prayer of defeating, even in numbers. So, good stuff. Enjoy the killing, men. Enjoy. Let's get back out to the campaign map. Oh, that was good stuff. Alright, it is 10 o'clock. My watch is on the atomic clock, which means that Rome 2 footage is now available for you. If you stick around for just a minute, though, I'm going to finish the campaign. So hang on, folks. There's obviously no Shimazu resistance left, so it's just a matter of auto-resolving our way on through. Oh, and that is domination. Apparently you don't have to capture every province. I think it's just 40 provinces. Very fitting that Kenshin was the one to make the final move there, too. I like that someone gave us the Mars time here in the comments. If I have viewers on Mars, then I am truly impressed. Hope you all enjoyed the Uesugi Domination campaign. It was certainly entertaining, certainly much fun. And in the end, truly it was domination.
A legacy to last 10,000 years.
And here we are. Our legacy lasting 10,000 years, apparently. They should show, like, Japan in the year, like, 11,500 or something, you know, so it's really 10,000 years. I like the big Uesugi symbol back there on the building as well, nice. And those joggers didn't even stop and bow to my statue. Where's my police? Kenshin just increased to the highest level. You know what? We came this far. Let's capture the last few provinces real quick. Kenshin is now a completely leveled up general, which I don't think I've ever done before, to be honest, because I've never done the domination campaign. Decreases sieges. Instills fear. There we go. So Kenshin now instills fear in nearby units. That's pretty awesome. Let's take this army and move out. If I have I'm going to put my monk in this Christian province here to see if we can keep it calm. All these provinces back here are Christian, apparently. That is going to be tricky. Minister to the settlement, and we'll build a monastery here. I'm sure that a lot of my viewers are now leaving for the Rome 2 footage. But like I said, you're free to stick around and watch me finish these guys off real quick, because I've never actually conquered every region on the map before, and I should have it done here in just a couple more turns. There's only a few provinces remaining, looks like 4. So let us do this, and maybe we can do it before these people successfully revolt. Poor Shimazu. They literally do not have a prayer. Alright. peacefully occupy. And these guys can start making a run towards Bungo. And it looks like the next turn is going to be possibly the end of all this. Got some rioting populace here because of the Christian population, understandable. Alright. Steamroll our way through this last bit of Shimazu resistance. And we, of course, will give Kenshin the pleasure of taking the last Shimazu city. Alright. Okay. Be somewhat anticlimactic, but here Kenshin is to take the last Shimazu settlement. And I think just for fun, I'm going to swarm them with all of my crazy units here and get you a last little bit of close-up fun footage here. Now I'm going over to see Rome too. Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. I'm wondering what my views have gone down to since the Rome 2 video released. Oh wow, my phone is burning hot because I've had it on this screen the whole time. Wow, we had a lot of people watching. Appreciate you all watching that. Yeah, my phone screen has been on for like the whole time I've been doing this, and my phone's real hot and the battery's almost dead. It's not up yet. Should be up. I'll go check my channel real quick. Let's see. YouTube. Come on. This new YouTube app confuses me sometimes. Uploads. Yes, the prolonged campaign footage is up. So if y'all want to go watch it, it's already gotten a number of views. And this is neat. People seem to be quite happy so far. Hopefully you're enjoying that. Alright, let's start the final deployment. Not that there's any real resistance here left, but we will bring in men from all sides and just pretty much rush this place and deliver a swift death. And I'm going to just use my fun units, of course. There's no need to bring everything else. Though I think I am going to dismount these crazy cav units, and Kenshin himself is going to get involved as well. So let's get all of our men into position. Okay. Let's just fast forward real quick. Yeah, I couldn't end it with an auto-resolve. You know, we've got to give Kenshin the pleasure of having come this far and being able to finish his enemies in a glorious bloodbath here. Can you imagine being the Shimazu at this point? Like the last one's left. Your job as this guy right here is to somehow defeat the Uesugi wave there, so good luck. Good luck, fellow. You're going to need it. Alright. Well, let us begin the assault. We start scaling walls. That tower is taking shots at my general. Let's get all my men up and over the wall here. I've got Katana Samurai, I've got Warrior Monks, Yari Samurai, all kinds of wonderful pain-inducing units here. Get my men, and let's see, I might actually tell this unit to burn down the gate real quick. Come on up here, guys. I wonder if there's some reason why these guys are refusing to climb the wall. Why are you not following my commands? I really need the Tetsubo guys in the fort. They're not cooperating. It looks like we've destroyed the gate, so we'll just come in through the gate. Alright, so the fight is starting here, and we're going to bring Kenshin inside too. Great guard, everything. Come on, bring it all in. Enemy general has chosen to fight against my Yari Samurai and Warrior Monks over here. Can't say that was a smart choice. Poor bloke. He's probably about to die. Here he is. We might watch his death. The last Shimazu daimyo, fighting for what little honor he has left. Running away. It's probably a sound tactic at this point. Alright, Kenshin is in the building. No real need for bonsai there, but why not? I really want to see the enemy general get killed. I'm trying to watch him. Is this him? No, that guy's got a Horo, so it's not him. Here he is, right here. This is the last Shimazu daimyo beheading my men. Really fighting quite valiantly, all things considered. But I got a feeling that he's about to, there's about to be an end to his pathetic rule. Pathetic indeed. Look at him trying to get away. He's like, please, no. And there he goes. Only to be trampled underfoot of my men. The last opposition. Now his men die. We'll watch this. We'll watch this last pocket resist against my Nodachi samurai. My Nodachi samurai have ridiculous stats. There's Kenshin. Watch him get killed by Yari Ashigaru. That would just be absolutely sad. Though it is possible, I suppose. That would be the AI's, like, ultimate revenge. Nope. No, maybe? Don't die, Kenshin. Seriously, though, don't die. I'm really worried he's gonna die here. Like, seriously. Fighting down to the last Yari Ashigaru and Kenshin gets killed by him. Nope. Alright, I think that's it, folks. I think that was the last of the Shimazu. And that is the end, the utter end of opposition to Uesugi Kenshin, who has now dominated Japan. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, this probably won't be the last ever footage that I give you from Shogun 2, but, I mean, to be honest, when Rome 2 releases, obviously my focus is going there for quite a long time. As you all know, though, I will revisit games from time to time, so never fear. If you hope to see more Shogun 2 footage eventually, I'm sure you will. But yeah, that's got to be it. I mean, the campaign is completely and utterly beaten at this point. Hopefully my game doesn't... Yep, my game quit working. Amazing ending to the campaign. Shogun 2 has stopped working at your moment of triumph. Hope you all enjoyed it, YouTube. I was going to see what was going to happen there, but I guess we're not. So, HeirofCarthage signing off for now. Go enjoy some Rome 2 footage. Go to my channel. Enjoy. See you later.